Hi, welcome to Empower Today. We've been thinking this week with Nicola Foote leading us in the service on the Sermon on the Mount, where Jesus tells us to ask God for things when we pray. We're going to go in the Yak room now, youth and kids, and find out what they think about prayer. They don't know we're coming in, but we're going to catch them by surprise. So let's ask them these questions. Hi guys, it's Empower today, and I just wanted to know, Sarah and Ali, do you pray? Ali, do you pray? It's quite a simple question.
Yes, but not as often as I should.
How often should you pray then?
Wow, all the time.
She's doing the finances at the moment. That's why she's not answering actually that well. Let's ask Sarah. Might get a more coherent answer. Sarah, do you pray?
I do pray, yes.
Great. And do you think that God answers your prayers?
Yes, I do.
Why? Why would he answer yours? Are you like really special?
No, because I think he's listening to all of us all the time.
Do you listen to your kids when they ask you for things?
I do, yes.
Honestly?
Yeah, honestly.
Okay. The interesting thing is that Jesus says to us, ask, seek and knock. He says, look, if you, and you're not perfect people, he even says we're sinful, which we are, if you give good things to your kids, why do you think your Father in heaven wouldn't give good things to you? And yet we have a default that we think God won't always answer our prayers. Do you think God answers your prayers, Crispy?
Yes, he does. He may not answer them how I want him to answer them, but he does.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Well, sometimes you expect an answer, but that's just what you want. It may not be what God wants.
I heard that, yeah. There was a guy in a Bible college, he was the principal, and three men came into him and they said, I've prayed and I've asked God to make this woman my wife. And the principal said to each of them, well, only one of you at the very most is going to get that prayer answered. I know one minister actually said to me once that he was so glad God hadn't answered a prayer to marry someone when he saw her about 30 years later. But that's a different story altogether, and it's not me, so don't think that that's me at all. Where do you pray most, Sarah?
It varies. I like to pray when I'm outside walking the dog. But I do pray at home in bed when I'm washing up, in the bath. Don't have a special place.
I've got a picture of you now in your pyjamas washing up in the bath, but we won't go there. Thanks for that. How about you, Crispy? Where do you pray?
Mine tends to be normally when I'm in bed about to go to sleep, so I probably fall asleep praying.
Why have you said that with a tinge of guilt? Do you think God can't cope with that?
You forget what you're saying.
But God doesn't, does he?
No.
Because that's interesting, because we can think almost that my prayers have got to be top performance so that God will hear them. And yet if we listen to our kids, do you remember when baby Joshua, the one that you love, when he was a little bit, and you love Chloe as well, so it's not gonna, do you remember when he used to just babble gobbledygook to you and you would talk to him back and pretend that it was his language?
Yeah.
God's like that with you. When you're drifting off to sleep, God can cope. So guys, whenever we pray, let's remember that God hears our prayers and answers them according to his wisdom and his timing. I hope you found that helpful. These are the people that I have to work with. Please pray for me about that. Take care and have a good week.